Using Romex wire for a pool light circuit creates an unsafe installation. The bare ground conductor in Romex, when used in this application and not protected by approved conduits, presents several hazards. National Electrical Code Section 680.25(2) requires that all conductors within 5 feet of the inside walls of the pool must be installed in a raceway, cable armor, or direct burial cable. Romex wire does not meet the definition of a raceway or cable armor. National Electrical Code Section 680.25(3) further specifies the acceptable types of raceway or cable armor. These include liquid-type flexible metal conduit, rigid non-metallic conduit, intermediate metal conduit, rigid metal conduit, or type UF cable that is listed for direct burial. National Electrical Code Section 680.25(4) mandates ground fault circuit interrupter (GFCI) protection for the circuit. However, installing a GFCI alone is insufficient protection when the circuit is wired with Romex before the deck box. There are several safety concerns associated with using Romex in this manner. Firstly, there is an electrocution hazard. If the Romex cable is damaged, the bare ground conductor could come into contact with a live conductor, creating an electrocution hazard. Secondly, there is a fire hazard. If the Romex cable overheats, it could potentially start a fire. Thirdly, Romex wire lacks adequate corrosion protection. It is not designed to withstand the corrosive environment typically found around a pool. The solution is to remove the Romex cable from the pool light circuit and replace it with an approved raceway or cable, such as liquid-type flexible metal conduit. The entire circuit must be installed in accordance with all applicable requirements of National Electrical Code Section 680.25. Ignoring these regulations can lead to serious consequences. Here is a breakdown of why each of these code sections is important for safety. National Electrical Code Section 680.25(2)'s requirement for a raceway or cable armor within 5 feet of the pool's inside walls is designed to provide a physical barrier. This barrier protects the electrical conductors from damage due to moisture, chemicals, and physical impact. The specific types of raceways and cables listed in National Electrical Code Section 680.25(3) are chosen for their durability and resistance to corrosion. For example, liquid-type flexible metal conduit is often used because it is waterproof and can withstand movement and vibration. Rigid non-metallic conduit is another option because it is resistant to corrosion and can be buried directly in the ground. The GFCI protection required by National Electrical Code Section 680.25(4) is a critical safety measure. A GFCI is designed to detect even small amounts of current leakage to ground, which could indicate a fault condition. When a fault is detected, the GFCI will quickly trip the circuit, cutting off power and preventing a potential electrocution. It's important to note that GFCI protection is most effective when it is installed as close as possible to the source of the electrical power. Installing a GFCI before the deck box provides the best protection for the entire circuit, including the portion of the circuit that runs through the deck box and to the pool light fixture. The hazards associated with using Romex in this application are significant. Romex cable is not designed to be exposed to moisture or chemicals, and it is not as durable as the approved raceways and cables. If the Romex cable is damaged, the conductors inside could become exposed, creating a shock hazard. Additionally, the bare ground conductor in Romex is not as effective as a dedicated grounding conductor that is installed in a raceway. A dedicated grounding conductor provides a low impedance path for fault current to flow back to the source, which helps to trip the circuit breaker and prevent a potential electrocution. The potential for overheating is also a concern. Romex cable is not designed to be installed in conduit, and if it is installed in conduit, it can overheat due to the lack of air circulation. Overheating can damage the insulation on the conductors, which could lead to a short circuit or a fire. The corrosive environment around a pool can also damage Romex cable. The chemicals used to treat pool water can corrode the copper conductors in Romex cable, which can lead to a loss of conductivity and a potential shock hazard. The correct installation of a pool light circuit is essential for the safety of everyone who uses the pool. It is important to follow all of the requirements of the National Electrical Code and to use only approved materials. If you are not sure how to install a pool light circuit correctly, it is best to hire a qualified electrician. In summary, replacing the Romex cable with an approved raceway or cable, such as liquid-tight flexible metal conduit, is the only way to ensure that the pool light circuit is safe and compliant with the National Electrical Code. This is a critical safety measure that should not be ignored. Firstly, always consult the latest edition of the National Electrical Code (NEC) for the most up-to-date requirements. Electrical codes can change, so relying on older versions, such as the 1999 NEC, may lead to unsafe or non-compliant installations. Secondly, ensure all electrical work is performed by a qualified and licensed electrician. Working with electricity can be dangerous, and a professional electrician has the knowledge and experience to safely and correctly install electrical systems. Thirdly, when selecting materials for pool wiring, choose those specifically listed and approved for wet locations and corrosive environments. This includes the appropriate type of conduit, wiring, and connectors. Fourthly, proper grounding and bonding are crucial for electrical safety around pools. All metallic parts of the pool structure, including the pool light, pump motor, and any metal fencing, must be properly bonded together and connected to the grounding system. Fifthly, regularly inspect the pool wiring and equipment for any signs of damage or corrosion. If you notice any problems, immediately disconnect the power and contact a qualified electrician for repairs. Sixthly, install ground fault circuit interrupters (GFCIs) to protect all circuits serving the pool area. GFCIs are designed to detect even small amounts of current leakage and will quickly shut off the power to prevent electric shock. Seventhly, consider having a professional pool inspector evaluate the electrical system of your pool to ensure that it meets all safety requirements. This can help identify any potential problems before they become hazards. Eighthly, educate all pool users about electrical safety around pools. Make sure they understand the dangers of using electrical devices near the water and the importance of following all safety rules. Ninthly, never attempt to repair or modify pool electrical equipment yourself unless you are a qualified electrician. Incorrect repairs can create serious safety hazards. Tenthly, keep all electrical equipment and wiring a safe distance from the pool water. The NEC specifies minimum distances for electrical installations around pools. Failure to adhere to these guidelines can result in electrical shock or electrocution. Furthermore, even when using approved materials and methods, it is essential to follow the manufacturer's instructions for installation and use. Improper installation can compromise the safety and effectiveness of the electrical system. Finally, remember that electrical safety is an ongoing process. Regularly review your pool's electrical system and practices to ensure that they continue to meet the highest safety standards. The correct installation of pool electrical systems is very important for several reasons. It mitigates electrical hazards such as electric shock and electrocution, preventing potential injuries or fatalities for swimmers and individuals near the pool. Secondly, compliance with electrical codes such as the NEC ensures that the installation meets established safety standards and regulations, reducing the risk of legal liability and insurance issues. Thirdly, proper electrical installations minimize the risk of electrical fires, which can cause property damage, injuries, and even loss of life. Fourthly, a well-designed and installed electrical system provides reliable power to pool equipment such as pumps, filters, and lighting, ensuring efficient and consistent operation of the pool. Fifthly, correct wiring and grounding practices help prevent equipment damage caused by electrical surges or faults, extending the lifespan of pool equipment and reducing maintenance costs. Also, electrical systems that are installed and maintained to a high standard enhance the overall safety and enjoyment of the pool environment for all users. In summary, to ensure that a pool electrical system is safe, code compliant, and fully functional, qualified, licensed professionals must perform the work.